Hey, if you know, you know. You heard a little snippet of it. But today's news, when I saw today's news this morning or this afternoon, this is the first thing I thought about. Y'all remember this? PlayStation Nation. If you remember this, vibe out with me. If you were here back in the day, old school days, and you hear this theme, and you know where's that, vibe out with me. I don't see y'all vibing. I don't see no grooves in the chat. I don't see no grooves in the chat. We ain't starting the show until we see some grooves in the chat. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. It's going up, it's going up. Oh, y'all thought we was done. Y'all thought we was done. Listen, man, if you know, you know. That was the theme song for the PlayStation 4. I love this theme. I used to start my shows with this theme song right here. And it's been a long time since it's been played. But when I saw today's news, I felt that essence. I said, what the hell is that smell? You know what I'm saying? I said, that shit smell good. I said, that shit smell good. Yeah, you know, you ever seen Life? Right? You ever seen the movie Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy? And they was old, right? They was old, sitting down, old. They wasn't even talking to each other, right? Upset. But that one whiff of that pie got my man Martin going crazy. He saw that pie. He started, I have to get that pie. I have to get that pie. You know what I'm saying? that's what I smelt the fragrance, y'all. I smelt it. Yo, people in Twitter was like, yo, Barry, where the picture at, man? Shout out to my man Agent. You know, we had to pull out the PlayStation fragrance picture back out. Because yeah, it feels good, don't it? It feels good, don't it? At the end of the day, listen, a lot of people used to be upset with your boy, man. A lot of people was upset with your boy. You know, a lot of people was upset with What's Up PlayStation. You know, when we spoke about these things and spoke our opinion, we said our opinion when it came to these subject matters from PlayStation. PC movement, I don't like it. I was on Press Start Podcast. I was on Weapon Wheel Podcast. AGS podcast, whatever podcast you know there was, and I was a guest on there. I was on there and I was telling people, I don't like it. I don't see the benefits of this move. Everybody was on there Oh my God. But more money. PlayStation makes money. You know what I mean? But I was just like, listen, I know I seen this rabbit hole. We have perfect examples already with another platform. What benefits were they getting? Huh? Anyway, but listen, we ain't gonna start this shit. We ain't gonna start off yet. We gonna get there. That's gonna be the first topic. We ain't gonna get there. But y'all just want to shout out the chat real quick, man. What's good with y'all, man? Yo, Otaku, what's good, man? Yo, High on Life, what's good? Mr. Eddie, what's good? Guat Man, what's good? Yo, TZ. Shout out to my brother Teezus. Yo, what's good, TZ, man? Yo, G on the Dawn, what's good? Hero Down Under, what's good? Lucy Sky, what's good, man? Yo, Josh, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man Josh in the building. Yo, Chaos Legion, what's good, Chaos? J-Rod, what's good, man? Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Yo, Damage Tank, what's good, man? We had it back into the PlayStation 3 era. Listen, don't go too far. we don't want to go back to the PlayStation 3 era. You know, as far as like the pumping out exclusive stuff, sure, but let's pump the brakes a little bit right there. Cause in my opinion, I think this is great news, but I'm gonna, you know me, I gotta put a little spin to it. I'm gonna open people's eyes. I'm like Dr. Strange in this fucking gaming community. Open your eyes. Reality is just an illusion. I'm gonna open y'all eyes up. Y'all gonna see the real world. You know what I mean? When I finish painting this goddamn picture. Okay? There's not a lot of people that's gonna be out there and put out these points. You know what I mean? But I would take the licks for the PlayStation brand. I'll take the licks. If it's for the betterment of the platform that I play for and I want to enjoy it, I'll take the licks. I don't give a damn they call me a fanboy. I don't give a damn they call me toxic. Guess what? I'm happy. I'm like Pharrell in this motherfucker. I'm so happy. I'm happy playing my PlayStation. Turn that shit on and I'm happy. You know what I mean? But we gonna get there. Just don't worry. We gonna kick some PC gamer shins. We gonna kick some Xbox gamer shins. We gonna kick shins all together. The stance changes from people all in this goddamn community, influencers, industry people. Disgusting behavior. Disgusting behavior. And we kicking shins today. Okay? Because a lot of y'all asked me, well, not a lot of y'all. One person asked me, matter of fact. Let me stop over-exaggerating. One person asked me in another video that I put out there. Shout out to everybody that checked out the last videos. The Marvel Tokon video and the PlayStation PSSR 2 video. And somebody asked me, and it was like, yo, Bari, with all these rumors coming out with this news with PlayStation, you know, not putting their games back on PC, why you ain't do a video? Why you ain't talk about it? I said, listen, man, I know this news was real. I knew it was real. I'm connected. I'm connected, but I'm low-key connected. I knew this news was real. I knew it was coming out. I'm not going to just report it on the rumor, but I'm going to report it when now it's being reported. You know what I'm saying? Before it was just like, hey, you know, this is what I heard. Now it's actually being reported. That's when I come out. When it comes official, then we going to speak about it again. You feel me? Yo, Henry Heck, what's good, man? What's good? Yo, Rec Room of Demons, what's good, man? Y'all ain't see you in a long time, Rec Room, man. Hopefully, you know, you having a good one, man. Yo, Mr. Eddie, what's good, man? What's good, Mr. Eddie? Yo, King Garcia, what's good? Yo, Muck, Wagwan, Messia. Yo, we back. Muck will tell you. There's people in this chat that I know that have been here for a very, very long time, and they know my stance. One thing I can say in this gaming community, in gaming, my stance on gaming don't change. That's why I'm not all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to appease the populace. I'm here to appease myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all know my stance. If you agree with it, you agree with it. You don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. Guess what? You're going to hear it. Motherfuckers unsubscribe. They hit the dislike button. They went to other people's chats. Say, yeah, JAYBARI, it's crazy. What's the word that Craig was calling people? I forgot. Oh, Juicy Jangos. The hell is going on? How the audacity to talk to a PlayStation member like myself, calling me a Juicy Django because I criticize PlayStation. How dare you? How dare you? Huh? And that's going to be the main theme of this whole goddamn stream. The inexperienced, you know what I'm saying? The people that don't play on the platform, they got the most to say about this platform. You know what I'm saying? They want these dumbass decisions to just go over and do whatever, you know, PlayStation wants to do. And there's no actual criticism back from the actual gamer, the actual fan. That has me questioning shit. If you are always just appeasing, if you are, just always approving, you know what I mean, or agreeing with every business decision or philosophy that PlayStation have, I look at that suspectly. I'm looking at you, that's very suspect over there. You know what I mean? And I'm a big PlayStation fan. And I'll look at that like, yo, that's kind of crazy that you agree with everything. You know what I mean? Yo, Drake Sparky, what's good, man? Yo, Mally, what's up, Mally? Yo, King Gut, what's good, man? PC crash out, hilarious. It's crazy how these PC gamers is crashing out. We're going to talk about it. Don't worry, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, man. What's good, everybody, man? Appreciate y'all coming through. Yo, Karan Williams, what's up, man? Yo, Tool Man, what's good? Yo, TMJ, the king, what's good, man? Lady Gamers, Ice Queen Gaming, the queen of ice in the building. What's good, Ice Queen? Wartega, what's good, man? Are you picking a marathon? I'm not picking up day one. I'm not picking up day one. I'm going to, I'm going to wait it out a little bit. You know what I mean? A lot of these live service games, I'm picking up day one, and these motherfuckers getting packed up. I'm tired, boss. Boss, I'm tired, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired, boss. My wallet is tired, man. Okay, yo, Bats, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man Bats in the building. You know? That's one thing with me when, yo, foxing around, what's good, Austin? What's good, bro? Barry saw 50, yeah, I was like this, bro. I'm telling you, I'm the Doctor Strange of this motherfucking community. I'm gonna get y'all right. It might not sound or look good at the moment, but I'm gonna get y'all, it's gonna come true. I see the future. I see it. I'm telling you, if you stick with your boy, listen to the words that I'm saying. I know I got a lisp. I know I might stutter sometimes, but trust me, when I paint the picture, it will make sense of what I'm saying. And it's for the betterment, once again, for PlayStation core gamers. It is okay to speak up and criticize PlayStation because clearly, they are listening. This PC junk was not working. It sound good. Oh, you get more money. You'll get more games. Go back to 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Go back. Have a little fun. Have a little, you go have a little fun with it. Go back. My stance never changes. And the people that got the stance that never changes, they always want to say they're not credible. Well, you got motherfuckers got paper trails of saying one thing, weeks later, months later, that's completely a different thing or a different statement. No stance at all. No backbones. Huh? But you're credible? We should listen to you. Why would I listen to you about gaming when you have an opinion this week and then the next week you can completely flip-flop? You got no stance. I don't know who you are as a gamer. I have an issue with that. If I don't know who you are as a gamer because your stance is just all over the place, to go with the wind like piss. Remember, I used to say that a lot. They just go along with the wind like piss. Just pissing in the air. Wherever that wind blows, that's where that piss going. I don't rock with that. I don't respect that. Huh? But anyways, man, welcome to the JAYBARI Show, episode number 40. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Because listen, we going right into it. We going right into it, y'all. We got 3 topics we're going to be talking about today. PlayStation, stopping PC ports. Only on PlayStation is back. God of War, new God of War game, rumor, to be featuring Faye. That has been having a lot of discourse as well. And High Guard shutting down. That's going to be talking about live service in general. And these approach that these companies have with live service. Like, geez Louise, there's so many examples of how to do it, and you don't follow it, and you end up where you end up. You know what I mean? Yo, Wolf, what's good, man? I have a life. Yeah, that's what they always say, man. Yo, shout out to Persona. Persona, he went on P-Rock. Shout out to P-Rock, my man P-Rock, 60 Frames Don't Lie podcast. You know what I mean? And Persona went on there. He was talking to Craig, like questioning Craig. And that's what Craig was trying to use, like the whole, yo, Persona, I got things I got to do. like what? Yo, listen, I hate when people default to that, bro, because you're in a hobby, you're speaking in a hobby, you're having a discourse about gaming, and you want to go outside of gaming. You know, my stance stands, like I said with the other video. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could be a fan of PlayStation, but I don't understand how people cannot criticize some of these things if you are a fan of PlayStation. A lot of people are fans of PlayStation because they're just number one. You know what I mean? Oh, they're just going along with the ride, or you call them a bandwagon. You know what I mean? A bandwagon fan is not going to criticize or have any type of discourse for the things that they don't like about, the team or the platform or whatnot. You know what I mean? A real fan, they can sit down and be like, yo, the hell is going on? I don't like what's going on here. You know what I mean? And one of my biggest things is that at the end of the day, you're talking to people that are solidified in this PlayStation community that play these games. If you don't have no hours in these games, if you are not completing these games, you can have your opinion, but anybody gonna listen to you. Is not gonna be respected as an opinion. You know what I mean? That's my whole point with the whole Blue Point joint. Yeah, somebody that didn't play the Demon Souls or didn't play the other Blue Point games, of course they're not going to have no issue. They're just going to default to, oh, PlayStation is making money. But somebody that's a fan of the game and the series and the stuff that they was doing, regardless of PlayStation making money, you're going to be upset because you just lost out on a potential game from a studio that you enjoyed that you're not going to get anymore. People like that scare me in the gaming community because it's like Fortnite does well. Should every game follow Fortnite because it's successful? No, I'm pretty sure people is going to speak out on that. They're going to be like, no. But if you took that energy, or if you took that philosophy that Craig shares and say, oh, but Fortnite makes billions of dollars, why shouldn't they people follow it? But you don't play Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy work. I don't even know how people even listen to that shit. Respectfully. But I already said my piece on it. But big shout out to 60 Frames No Lie. That's my shit right there. So always entertaining podcast. But like I said, we gonna get into it, man. And we gonna talk about this PlayStation taking their games off of PC. You know what I mean? Beautiful news. I was in a space. Matter of fact, no, I wasn't in a space. When did TZ text me? I forgot what I was doing in the morning. I know I was working, but I was doing something. And TZ texted me a tweet. And I was like, discussion. It was like discussion films or one of them shits. So I was like, oh, what is this? Like a movie trailer or something? You know what I mean? Then when I saw it, I was like, what? PlayStation is taking their games. It's being reported by Jason Schreier that PlayStation is taking in games off PC, they're single player games. So here's the report right here. When I saw this, like I kid you not, I was jumping for joy. I was like, yes, finally, something that is going to be beneficial to the PlayStation gamer. And we're going to circle back to that, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, why are you saying that? Trust me. any fan of PlayStation that primarily plays on the PlayStation 5, you seen this news? Great news. Nobody have any type of disdain or no disagreement with this news right here. This is what they should have been doing from the jump. So here's the news right here. Bloomberg is supporting Sony pulls back from PlayStation games on PC. Online games like Marathon and Marvel Token will still be released on multiple platforms, but single-player games like Ghost of Yotei and Soros will remain PlayStation 5 exclusive. So here's the actual article right here from Jason Schreier. He's saying that the Sony Group no longer plans to release its big PlayStation 5 games on PC, a major shift in strategy that sees the video game make a return to console exclusivity after 6 years of flirting with multi-platform releases. According to people familiar with the company plans, online games such as Marathon and Marvel Token will still release across multiple platforms, but single-player titles such as last year's samurai hit Ghost of Yotei and the upcoming action game Soros will remain exclusive to PlayStation 5, said the people who asked not to be identified because they weren't authorized to talk publicly about the company's strategy. Yo, Lecture, what's good, man? Let's break it down. So, matter of fact, before I say anything, this is great news. Great news. At the end of the day, PlayStation putting their games on PC first, if it's the live service games that's launching their day and date, or the major titles that launch years later, or they change their shifting strategy to like at least a year later, it didn't pan out. It didn't pan out. I see people posting up news talking about, well, PlayStation made 2-point-something billion off of PC. Bro, they doing that off of one game. You talking about multiple games that release on PC making something that one game is making on the console itself. You know what I'm saying? The shit, what the fuck is going on? And I've been telling people for the longest, when I talk about, or I hint when I talk about these financial reports, these quarterly earnings, PC is always omitted. There is a reason why people or companies would omit such information like that, because it's not significant enough to entice investors. That's who they talking to. An investor would see something, oh, let's put the PC numbers on there. Oh, damn, this is not making money. Why would I invest money in you? Oh, you know what? Let's just omit that out of there. Here's what we are making on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PSN, PlayStation Plus. Huh? Not saying that they haven't spoken about PC here and there in certain presentations, but when they come to that quarterly earnings, that fiscal year report stuff, omitted. It's not high enough, which is crazy to me. Everybody's begging for these games but don't want to buy them or play them. Huh? At the end of the day, I've been on the stance and been telling people I don't approve or I don't agree with PlayStation push for PC. Stop flirting with it. Stop doing it. Heck, Sean Layden was on our podcast, and I told Sean Layden right there, I don't agree with it. I don't think people will come over to the PlayStation 5. At the end of the day, PlayStation, they flirting with it. They're not doing a full push like Microsoft. You know, so some people are going to be like, I got my toe still dipped here over in the PlayStation 5, the console side of thing. I'm not going to fully dip into not having a PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? But if you want to change that stance and like, oh, let's do day and date, people will absolutely, you know what I mean? Absolutely convert over to the PC. Absolutely. Also, when it came to this push for multiple years, and I've been telling people like, yo, we're not going to benefit from this stuff. And every time, you know, people have their discussions, it's more games. You're going to get more games. No, we haven't. I'm not saying this is the only. Oh, is this thing dropping out? I think I'm gonna have to call these people up, man. Yo, can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? We good? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? I think I'm gonna have to call these people tonight, man, because there's no way this should be doing all of this, even with fiber. My bad, y'all. That junk dropped all the way red. My bars on OBS. That junk went all the way red. So bloop, went all the way to 0. Just crazy. But where was I at? Where was I at? Oh, the whole PC push. At the end of the day, the PC push did not pan out. It wasn't beneficial for the PlayStation gamer. You know, people always bring up the things as far as like, oh, this is a good thing for PlayStation gamers because you're going to get more games. You're going to get more money to the PlayStation brand. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I've been telling people this for the longest. The PlayStation core gamer has not benefited from anything PlayStation pushed to PC. Any revenue, any profit they made, the PlayStation gamer has not benefited. We have not seen more games for PlayStation 5. We have not seen more money for PlayStation with this move because they omitted, they don't count it. We're seeing more studio closures, less games. We have seen less features. We have seen features get cut out so they can streamline the experience with PlayStation 5 and PC, which I thought was a goddamn shame. The fact that a lot of people, including myself, bought into a PlayStation due to the unique features that the PlayStation is offering, the DualSense, all that stuff. And it was just like some of these experiences with the UI, the DualSense, you can experience that everywhere now. It takes away off that prestige. We have lost services. We don't have a loyalty program. Huh? Well, we're supposed to be making more money. PlayStation making more money. Huh? It has not been beneficial. These people over there on PC were not buying their games. They were pirating their games. PlayStation wants to implement PlayStation Network for you to sign into the game. They didn't want to do that. Anything PlayStation wanted to do over there at PC, the PC gamer don't want to do it. So why even continue to put your games over there? They don't want to do it. The end of the day, there's no benefit for the PlayStation gamer with this push. Heck, it was a detriment to the PlayStation gamer with this push. You know why? Because PlayStation was taking the money they earn from PlayStation gamers. You, the PlayStation core console gamer. They were taking money that you paid off. You spent on their games. You spent on the PlayStation Store. You spent on their service, like PlayStation Plus. They took that money and it was putting that, and that was allocated to PC ports, PlayStation production movies and TVs, things outside of the PlayStation brand. Not the PlayStation brand, but the PlayStation console. How is that benefiting you? That's why you see studios getting closed out mad quick. Huh? Games getting packed up mad quick. A lot of funds is being allocated in a lot of different areas outside of the core console. These PC ports ain't free to make. Heck, they use PlayStation money to buy a studio just to make PC ports. No benefits to the console gamer. Just taking money that could be used for the console gamer. And some people go, look, oh my God, why you being, yes, I'm being selfish. Yes, this is what I invested into. It's no different than the PC gamer that's upset with this move because you invested thousands of dollars into that PC and now you got a whole, games not coming to the goddamn platform. I understand why PC gamers upset. How you can't understand console gamers being upset? Same applications apply. Money's being invested into this console. They bought into a PlayStation 5. They have PlayStation Plus. They buy into these games. Why wouldn't people want to see the money that PlayStation is making go back into what they are buying into? Not things outside of it. So no, the console gamers, PlayStation gamers was not benefiting from this move. It was a detriment. Price increase, less games, studio closures. Imagine if they didn't have this PC push, spending all this money to get these games on on the PC platform. Imagine if they didn't have to use that money and put that money back into the console, back into their studios. Huh? So no, I was definitely not for this PC move. Yo, Persona, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man Persona in the building, man. Yo, T-Man, what's good, man? I was not for this PC move. And these are the points that I was bringing up every single. If you don't believe me, like I said, go back to the shows. My stance have never changed. Never changed. I've been telling people things like this would devalue the brand. Huh? The same people telling you it's not going to devalue the brand is the same people that will be saying, oh, if PlayStation put their games day and day, I would have bought a PlayStation 5. How was that not devaluing the brand? You yourself is not buying into a PlayStation console, something that they make tons of money off of. These motherfuckers don't even want to sign up for a PSN, a free account. Why invest in there? Shit, if it was me, even the live service games would be over there. Pack these motherfuckers up, please. Because once again, I'm going to bring up the point that I brought up years ago that nobody else is bringing up. You have a platform maker. You have your own console where you have a requirement to play games, your own games online. And you put in your own games on a different platform that doesn't have that requirement. It is not a good look for console gamers. That's why I said it was flawed. And they call me a fanboy. I'm toxic. PlayStation Plus offers many benefits. Take it out. Take the online requirement out. People is gonna stop their subscription service. But hey, that's the price you make. That's the bridge you make or made when you decided to go over the PC. Huh? Pure craziness, man. But I'm very happy though. Yo, El Matador, what's good, man? Yo, Hondo, what's good, man? I'm very happy though, man. When I saw this news, I tears of joy. Tears of joy. I was out here crying. My shirt was wet. You know what I mean? Pat these joints up. The PlayStation gamer is not benefiting. That money could be going towards the PlayStation 5 and bettering the PlayStation 5. You spending so much money to garner a platform that obviously after years upon years, people ain't really trying to rock with you like that. Everything they do you have a complaint. You put out a game with a women protagonist, complaint. You put out a live service game like, hey, in this multiplayer game, we want you to sign up for our multiplayer or online accounts. No, we don't want to do that. These motherfuckers are signing into EA accounts, Ubisoft accounts, Rockstar accounts, but a PlayStation account they don't want to sign up for to play a PlayStation online game. The audacity. Cancel Herman Host, Nishino, whoever, cancel all them shits. Whoever spoke to Jason Schreier, speak to him again. Cancel all them. Take them off. Huh? Yo, Chuck, what's good, bro? Nah, like the multiplayer games, I get it. More people to play, cool. I understand that. But my whole argument is there has to be equilibrium on the console side and on the PC side. You have taken and stripped away features, unique features on the PlayStation 5. You stripped away unique controller experience on the PlayStation 5 just to streamline the experience with PlayStation and PC. Huh? I know that's going to go over a lot of people's head. You don't understand it. Like I said, I'm Dr. Strange in this fucking community. Open your eye experience. Take away that requirement. If you want to keep putting these multiplayer games, these live service games on both PlayStation and on PC, streamline the experience. Take away that online requirement. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, but they're not going to do it. I know they're not going to do it. I'm just telling you that's what they should be doing. No different than when people say that they're not going to stop putting their games on PC. Back 2 years ago, 4 years ago, yeah, people was thinking that, oh, they're not going to do it. But I'm telling you, this is what they should do. And look where we at right now. Look what we reading right now. Y'all rather listen to the people that don't even play on this motherfucking console. Yo, Sick, my bad, yo, what's good, Sick? I think I got cut out when I was shouting you out. You got people that don't even play on this console. They're telling you in their face they don't want to play on this console. But speaking and representing for what PlayStation gamer should be wanting to do or say for the console that they play on. Sit your ass down, please. We don't want to hear from you. PlayStation shouldn't want to hear from you. You sound dumb. The audacity. These motherfuckers don't either buy, they don't play, they don't complete PlayStation games. But you want to tell people where PlayStation games should be. Sit your ass down, please. Huh? Sit your ass down. Just yapping, talking. The lore of gaming is fun. No gaming. I find, to go off tangent real quick, I find it hilarious that so many people are buying into handheld gaming, but they're not completing more games. You ever notice that? I'm seeing people got ROG Ally X's, Steam Decks, MSI Claws, PlayStation Portals. Well, I ain't even gonna include the PlayStation side. They got handhelds out there. Handheld gaming. Motherfuckers on trips everywhere. When that wrap up comes, did they complete these games? They ain't posting a wrap. That's why I don't participate. I'm not participating. No wrap up no more. You don't need it. Clearly. You don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? All these devices that they can play on, I don't see people beating more games. Ain't that funny? But you want to tell a seasoned gamer that play a lot on PlayStation that no, this is good for PlayStation. Shut your ass up. Sit your ass down, please. You sound dumb. You look dumb. You are dumb. And nobody listening to you. And if they do listen to you, it's the joke on you. Pure craziness. But Jason Schreier, he said more. He said more, y'all. So I went on the Blue Skies. I don't have a Blue Sky account. I'm not making no Blue Sky account. I don't do too much of social media no more like that. I can't keep up with all that bullshit. Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on Twitter for the gaming stuff. I'm on Twitter, and I'm on YouTube. That's it. I got Discord. Just that's a backup. That's it. But anyway, Blue Sky. Jason Schreier is on Blue Sky, and he made this tweet, and there was another tweet he made. He said here, one important piece of context here is that when somebody buys a PlayStation, Sony doesn't get their $500 plus dollars. The company doesn't get their $500 plus dollars, whatever. The company also gets 30% of everything they buy on the PlayStation store. Oh, he's talking about the retail. They don't get that full $500 because, the retail is getting that money. The retailer buys the console from PlayStation and the retailer resells it to us, the consumer. In other words, Sony makes most money by getting as many people as possible on its consoles. This is the crazy part about this stuff. Us as PlayStation gamers and content creators out here say this stuff like on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis to people to understand why exclusive games are important. It incentivizes the console, to people to buy console, to people to stay into the ecosystem and to shop into the ecosystem. You buying a game on PlayStation, going into the PlayStation store, you might not be, spending like, somebody like Persona or Sicko or whatever, but that person is going to be, you know what? Since I'm over here, let me try this game over here. Oh, look, they got a DLC. Let me play it over here. PlayStation benefits from that. My issue is that it did benefit from and making money from, that money was going to other things outside of the PlayStation brand. I mean, the PlayStation console. That's where the issue was aligning itself for me, because I wasn't seeing no benefits when it came to this PC push. Yo, Blackbeard, what's good, man? Yo, Pound Town Gamer, what's up? Yo, Broken Lobo, what's up, man? Yo, Amon Ra, what's good, bro? You know what I mean? PlayStation Productions out here, movies and TV shows, mid TV shows. Looking at Last of Us season 2. Huh? I didn't feel good about my money, the PlayStation Nation money, going towards season 2 of the last. If that shit was heat, I'd have been like, hey, you know what? Oh my goodness, why is this thing chopping up? Oh my God, yo. They trying to hack my PC, man. Yo, it's my joint is like dropping to 0. Yeah, it's dropping all the way to 0. There's nothing I can do. Now this shit want to act up, y'all. Now this joint want to act up, right? Pissing me off. God. Yeah, it's acting up, y'all. Yeah, it's acting up. Yeah, let me see if I can stop it real quick. Let me see if Optimum's having any issues, because there's no way I should be having these issues paying all this money for this shit. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm checking to see if there's any outages or anything right here. But I don't know. It doesn't look like there's any like no outages. Yeah, I don't see any outages in my area. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Let me see if there's an OBS it's an OBS update. Let me see. Nah, there's no OBS update. Welp. They want to silence me. They want to silence me, man. Yeah, like I'm on fiber too. I'm on 2 gigabytes now. That's the crazy shit. And it's like I'm looking at my OBS and it's dropping to 0. I'm not getting no no bandwidth coming to OBS. It just dropped to 0. That's the wild joint. You know what I mean? That shit just dropping to 0, then coming back up, then drop back to 0, then coming back up, then drop back to 0. Which is crazy. Yo, Jenna, what's good, Jenna? He said, yo, this calls for a PlayStation. This calls for a celebration with PlayStation leaving PC. Absolutely. Absolutely is a celebration. All the PC gamers, you can get upset all you want. Yeah, there's no update. I checked. There was no update for OBS. Sometimes I check because sometimes if I'm going on my phone, my iPad, everything is hooked up to my router. And if I can use my phone, if I'm using my iPad, but then there's, hitches when I'm streaming, sometimes I gotta check like if it's OBS that's the issue, because nothing is stopping me from using the internet or watching something on, my iPad or on my phone or anything that's connected. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm on fiber. I don't even think you can use the old coax stuff no more. Yeah, maybe maybe after this stream, I'm just gonna restart everything. But I'm gonna call them though. I call these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Then I say, hey, let me get a rebate. Let me get a rebate. You know what I mean? I'm old school like that, bro. Any little hitch or issue, I'm gonna call, and I'm like, listen, I had an issue for this long. I need a rebate. I need to see that credit on my bill. Yo, Chuck said, that's what happened to me. Yeah, bro, I don't even know, man. I don't even know sometimes, bro. Cause I'm like, yeah, if it was like a super, like back when, before I had like fiber, when we was doing whoops, I don't know if y'all remember that, and sometimes my internet would just crash out. Everything would crash out on there. Like my phone, I couldn't even use that. I would lose connection with the chat. You know when you lose connection and you see you lost connection with the chat, that will pop up. None of that stuff is popping up. It's just my OBS is going back and forth. You know, when it's saying 0 kilobytes per second. But anyway, back to the PlayStation PC thing. A lot of the people that's complaining about this whole this new push that PlayStation is doing, going back to form, they're getting upset. But my thing is like, what I don't understand with a lot of people getting upset about this, the same people getting upset about PlayStation going back to doing only on PlayStation exclusive when it comes to their single player games, are the same people asking or telling Asha Sharma, you need to go back to Xbox exclusives. It's the weirdest thing to me in the world. Like, how are you mad at PlayStation doing what they're doing to better themselves when it comes to the console space? As you can see right here, that Jason Schreier is saying that every PlayStation pretty much content creator has been saying, yes, PlayStation wants to sell you the console. They want for you to be buying PlayStation stuff from their store. They want you on PlayStation Plus. You need the console to get those things. So having exclusive content to incentivize people to go out there and purchase into their hardware is beneficial for them. Huh? They don't understand that concept when it comes to PlayStation, but they understand that concept when it comes to Xbox. That's why they out here asking Asha Sharma, bring back Xbox exclusives. Dudes is out here saying, hey, take these games over PlayStation. It's crazy. Like, why would you say that if you really believe the things that you're saying when it comes to PlayStation and this push? The people that be saying that they don't like what PlayStation is doing here, this is not beneficial for PlayStation. You don't, like I said, you're not even buying PlayStation games. You're not playing PlayStation games, and you're not even completing PlayStation games. Why do you care? Huh? It don't affect you anyway. You didn't buy into none of these games. You didn't play any of these games, and you're not even completing any of these games. Why would you care? Just being upset for no goddamn reason. You know what I mean? Twitter has been going crazy, man. I even saw my man Smooth, man. Look at Smooth. Shout out to Kid Smooth, man. Shout out to PlayStation Live Service games are trash. There's nothing publishers releasing quality single player games where I can skip PlayStation games if I need Last game I played on PlayStation 5 was Lego Horizon. Last game I actually enjoyed was Spider-Man 2. Do y'all not even understand the contradiction that's going on here? Let's try to reread this, because I feel like I just fucked it, you know what I mean? Not having comments and shit in there. Who is interrupting my Kid Smooth tweet?
I haven't been able to play my PS5 Pro since joining the Navy last year. When I get to my duty station though, I'll have it mailed to me and play that Yote and Seras.
Yo, fire breather, man. 719. Appreciate the $10 donation, man. Yo, first and foremost, man, thank you for your service. You know, joining the Navy and all that stuff. Hopefully everything is good out there. They said I haven't been able to play my PlayStation 5 Pro since joining the Navy last year. When I get my duty station, though, I'll have it mailed to me and go to Yote and Star Wars. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yo, those games ain't going nowhere. Those games are going to be great. So, Ghost of Yote, you're going to enjoy the hell out of it. If you enjoy Tsushima, Ghost of Yote is just a better Ghost of Tsushima, in my personal opinion. And Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite PlayStation games, or my favorite PlayStation game, new game in the last decade. So, you know, I rate Ghost of Yote very, very high on that ladder as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate the donation, bro. All right, so let's reread this Kismu tweet. PlayStation Live service games are trash, and there's enough publishers releasing quality single-player games where I can skip PlayStation games if needed. Oh, gotcha. So he's saying that there's enough developers and publishers that are, putting out single-player games where he doesn't need PlayStation games on PC or whatever. The last game I played on PlayStation 5. So look, obviously, if you have a PlayStation 5, you were incentivized by quote unquote an exclusive game to buy into a PlayStation 5. So yeah, their business model of what they're doing and what they're saying here with Jason Schreier, what he's saying here, it is effective. Was Lego Horizon. Okay. Last game I actually enjoyed was Spider-Man 2. Okay. You said that you can skip PlayStation guys if you need it. I don't get it, bro. You can't block Kismu. He's free to say, yeah, Kismu, listen. Shout out to Kismu, man. Kismu is free content. You know what I'm saying? If you're a content creator and you do like the whole back and forths and all that stuff, yeah, Kismu is free content. Yo, Dion, what's good, man? Yo, South Star, what's good, man? Yo, Byron Cutler, what's up, man? But yeah, listen. Oh, let me see if I can find this tweet real quick. Cause they getting upset out here, y'all. They getting upset. They getting upset out here. I don't know if I saved this tweet though, man. Damn it. Was it in the I think it probably was in the Wario tweet. Hey, I can't find it, man. Damn, I should have saved that tweet, yo. This dude was going crazy. But people thinking that this stuff is only gonna be applied to like Soros and Ghost Yote. There's Wolverine coming up. You know what I mean? Well, I don't think Kana, they're going to switch their stance on that because they announced that game coming to PC day and date, and that's like more like a second party kind of thing. So you know what I mean? Anybody that's probably going to say, "Oh, this is here's a one up," but Kana is coming to PC. That's not a PlayStation owned studio. You know what I mean? Yo, Sick, he said, "I love this for them." Yeah. Yo, at the end of the day, you really think the PlayStation gamer really give a fuck if you get upset that PlayStation games is not going to PC? I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. We don't give a fuck. You, like I said, if you was buying into the games and you was playing the games and you was completing the games, it would have been a different story because you actually have a talking point that, okay, you was enjoying these games on PlayStation. So it's kind of like, it's a letdown. This ain't coming over there. But I don't understand that if you have a PlayStation 5, some people have a PlayStation 5 Pro, and you getting upset the games ain't coming to PC, it's craziness. You know what I mean? It's craziness. You have the console. Some people, from what I'm hearing, they are buying into the console. The people that was hating on the PlayStation 5 Pro, they are, wait, let me see this real quick. What is Gaz, is it Gaz on daily? I saw somebody was commenting on Gaz tweet. Y'all know Gaz? He's the British guy that was he had the podcast with Cole Eastwood. Oh, did his account get suspended? Is this his account? Wait, how did he get, yo, didn't he just have his, I know I seen a tweet from him, yo. Yo, what's his account, bro? I know I just seen a tweet from this guy just today. How was his account suspended? Hey, yo, what's going on out here, bro? Yo, I promise you everything. I saw somebody like, was it a quote tweet or a comment? It popped up on my timeline because Gaz that was hating on the PlayStation 5 Pro, he said that he's getting a PlayStation 5 Pro because, yeah, it incentivized the exclusives. Exclusives is definitely getting him to buy the console. Like, yeah, I don't understand how people don't understand that concept. Like, I get it from PC gamers that you have $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 PC. Yeah, you're gonna want everything to be there. I get that, but that's not how. Open your eyes. Reality is just but an illusion. Oh, is it Skeptic Sauce? Okay, so what? Oh, I guess he got a new account. He got a new account then. Oh yeah, this is him right here. This is him right here. Let me see the video that he put up. Oh man, you love to see it, bro. You love to see it, man. Oh, let me see this. What is this? Oh man. You love to see it. If I'm not getting Soros, Ghost of Yote, or Wolverine on PC, guess what I'm gonna do? Buy a PlayStation 5 Pro. He put a clown on it. Yo, that's not clown behavior. That's somebody that's like, okay, I'm gonna go where the games are. You remember that? You remember that quote? Y'all remember that quote that everybody loves to use? You know what I mean? When Xbox had exclusive games, Nintendo had exclusive games, PlayStation had exclusive games. Everybody was like, oh, I go where the games go. Any type of, discourse you had with somebody that's trying to bash PlayStation, they always default, but I got a PlayStation too. I go where the games go. Where did that phrase go? You know what I'm saying? That went out the window. Exclusivity. All these publishers that Microsoft is bought up, people was hoping and praying for exclusivity. That went out the window. Huh? The hell is happening? It seems like when a person that prefers to play on that platform or have a certain bias or favoritism towards that brand, it seems when that company changed their stance that you change your stance too. The only thing that confuses me is that when you see other people do things like that, follow a company and parrot everything a corporation says and do. What's the word that they call them? A corporate slave? A fanboy? How come these people are not being called these things? I see people industry-wide parroting everything that these companies are saying. Went from one stance here to another stance there. No shame in the world. That behavior is corporate slaving, fanboy behavior. But the people that be disagreeing, The people that be going where the games go are the ones that's being called a fanboy. You disagree with a company as far as what they're doing and changing your enjoyment on the platform you prefer. You're being called a fanboy. If you like a game, you're called a fanboy. If you dislike a game, you're called a fanboy. But we seen time after time people out here that's chirping away everything Xbox be saying. You remember back in 2017, I think I wrote this on Khalif tweet. Because Khalif had a tweet saying don't include Nintendo in this conversation. And I was like, no, I don't agree with that. Why wouldn't you want to include Nintendo? Nintendo is fighting for the same consumer. Gamers. People that play video games. Nintendo wants you to buy a Nintendo console. They're going to put out exclusive games to get you into buying a Nintendo console so you can subscribe to the Nintendo online, so you can buy into the Nintendo store. Why are we excluding that out of the conversation? But then I was like, yeah, it seems like a lot of the people that have this big stance against exclusives now is only parroting what Microsoft and, you know, these company execs that don't even work there no more were saying. Why are those people not being called fanboys or corporate slaves? And I said back in 2017, y'all remember this back in 2017, bro? Phil Spencer came out and said that single player games doesn't matter anymore. Yo, Silver Wolf, man, appreciate the subscription. Single player games is not the bee's knees anymore. It's these live service and gas games. Remember, that's when people was loving gas and live service games. They was like, this is the future. You remember that? Y'all don't remember that in 2017? I remember. I did a lot of videos on it. Huh? That's when I really was getting upset at Phil. I was like, Singapore, now you're causing problems in my home. The same year Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero Dawn launched, this man had the audacity to say that in gamers' face. And the Xbox gamers, you know what? It was like, I agree. Single player games are dying. Meanwhile, these games are selling 20 million copies in the same year. This is the level that we're talking about when it comes to a lot of people in this community, in this industry. That's something that you completely disagree with. You will still chirp that nonsense to people and other gamers that's parroting what they're saying. But you out here calling people that's actually passionate fanboys, clowns, that be disagreeing what some of these companies be doing. So yeah, I don't look at this statement right here as somebody that's a clown. I look at it as, all right, yeah, if you want to play these games, that's what we did. That's what we grew up doing. It's a cult, Jay. Yo, Holo Mocha, what's good, bro? That's what we grew up doing. That's what we was begging our moms or our fathers or family or grandmas to do. Like, yo, I got to play this game on the Sega Genesis. I got to play this game on the Super Nintendo. I know there was a video he made. Let me see.
I'll tell you what I think about it. I think genuinely, respect to PlayStation for doing it. Let me tell you why. You go like, what?
Yo, ain't this the Xbox dude?
I'll tell you what I think about it.
Hey yo, is guys doing like a whole Tim Dog thing where he Xbox is doing certain things and like, I disagree. So now I'm actually gonna, come out and say shit. Listen, man, you gotta respect it. You know what I mean? Only a company that has the cojones that will put games on a platform for years and then years later will say, hey, we ain't putting that shit out there no more. You gotta have some big balls and they jiggle like a lot of keys. D nut, can you swallow, please? You gotta have it. Yo, Damien, what's good, bro? You know what I mean? But yeah, my stance always been the same. Like, if it would have been a different story if the PlayStation gamer was actually benefiting from this move. Nobody to this day can bring an actual, factual argument, even a good argument, to say that, no, this move is beneficial for the PlayStation gamer. You can't bring up examples of why this is beneficial for the PlayStation core game on the console. You can't bring it up. Everything that you bring up is just make-believe. What ifs? It could happen. You had 6 years, 7 years. And it's not happening. He said no Wolverine and no GTA in the fall. Tragic. Yeah. Listen, like I said, I understand PC. Listen, if I spent $5,000, $4,000 on a PC and Wolverine and GTA coming to PC, hell yeah, I'd be mad. Spent a lot of money this motherfucker. Well, hey, gaming is an expensive hobby. You know? At the end of the day, I get it. But a business perspective, you got to understand what PlayStation doing. You don't play on a console. You don't buy or play their games, even when it went to PC. Move along. You know how they did in Star Wars? Move along. Move along. Your opinions are not needed here. It is not wanted here. You know what I mean? PlayStation gamers, we happy. We good. You know what I mean? If you interested in Marathon, that comes out tomorrow. Then we have Crimson Desert. That comes out later too. Yo, Snaps TV Gaming, appreciate you, man. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy your stay here. We good. We just got a new PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution news. Crimson Desert is going to be taking advantage of the PSSR. We eating good over here, man. That PlayStation 5 Pro looking good down, huh? People playing that Resident Evil, they say, hold up. This junk looking kind of good. You got PC gamers out here. Well, it's not better than path tracing. Who is comparing the path tracing? You're comparing a $750 console to your PC that's like $3,000, $4,000, bro. That's a big price difference. Huh? Some of the loud PC gamers, they don't own a PC. They sharing it. I learned that on Porter Rock show one day. He was debating a PC dude. And this motherfucker was talking about, yo, he shared his PC. I was like, get the fuck? What the hell going on, yo? Yo, Stone, what's good, Stone? Shout out to Stone in the building. Hey, Stone. Yo, my man, yo, listen, hold up, Jack Move. Jack Move, do I have your permission to play the beginning of your video? Jack Move, just let me know if I have the permission to do that. You know what I mean? Because listen, the people probably already saw it. Okay? The people probably already saw it. But I need Jack Move permission if I can play the beginning of his Are We Live, bruh? Are we live, bruh? Okay, thank you, Jack Move. I appreciate that. Listen, we got that old Jack back. This is what I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting for the longest time, bro. This is the Jack Move I knew. Huh? This is the John I knew. Okay?
Negatively,
This is the John that I know. Okay? Y'all know him as Jack Move.
Did y'all hear the intro, man?
Oh, hold on. We heard the intro. We gonna play it back. We gonna play it back. Huh? This the John I grew up with. Huh? Here we go.
Live, bruh? Are we live, bruh? Nah, fuck that. Hold on, y'all. Hey, what's poppin', everybody? It's Jack Move, man. The guru with Giddy Up. But you can also call me your your pony commissioner.
Yeah.
I hope y'all heard that, man.
Yeah.
I've been live.
Yes, sir. We got that old Jack back. Yo, listen, Jack Move, they called us crazy, didn't they? That's one thing I can say. Jack Move can attest to y'all on them shows, man. The Press Start podcast, the Weapon Wheel podcast. I was on them shows and I was telling people I don't like PlayStation putting their games on PC. It is not beneficial. And they will say, but more games. You get more money. They can buy more studios. You don't want that, JAYBARI? You don't want that, Jack Move? You don't want that? Meanwhile, open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion. Remember, I'm the Doctor Strange in this motherfucker. I saw all the realities. I went to all the time streams. I saw the outcomes. Meanwhile, in reality, studio cancellations, game cancellations, PlayStation feature cancellations, PlayStation loyalty program cancellations. How are we benefiting? Oh, play it again? Yeah, that's a respectable play again.
No, fuck that. Hold on, y'all. Hey, what's poppin', everybody? It's Jack Move, man. The guru with Giddy Up. But you can also call me your your pony commissioner. I
Yes,
hope
sir.
y'all heard that, man.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
live right
Jack,
now.
I heard it. That boy still got it. No rust at all. Perfect intro. You know, sometimes when you haven't done something in a long time, you're kind of a little rusty. You're like, damn, did I do it properly? He did it perfect. I don't know if Jack was in the mirror practice before he went live, but yo, he nailed it right there. Huh? Like I said earlier, there's no PlayStation core gamer not happy hearing this news. Because for 6-7 years, we have not seen one benefit from this move. Studio acquisitions that you bought into are now gone from this generation. Studio acquisitions that you did doesn't apply to the PlayStation console. You have a PC porting studio that's still up. Firewalk, gone. Neo Koi, gone. London Studio, gone. Blue Point, gone. Haven Studio, we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? How is this beneficial? Like I said, any PlayStation gamer that been watching this for years was not agreeing with this move. Was not benefiting. You're taking the money you earned from the PlayStation 5 console, the PlayStation 4 console, and you're applying it to things outside of it. You're not going to gaslight anybody that primarily plays on PlayStation with the dumbass information you're giving out there. Respectfully.
Bari, think about it. PS went from good news, the state of play, to bad news, Blue Point gone. Back to good news all in 3 weeks, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Yo, Kasani, I said it earlier in Tehran Space. I was like, yo, Herman Host, I guarantee you, is going to make an appearance the next State of Play. Herman Host will be there at the next State of Play. He's going to be in video form announcing something at State of Play. You know why? Because I feel like, yo, he was putting a lot of pressure was on Herman Host. A lot of pressure was on Herman. Herman Host was the one talking about it's a test. Remember? Jim Ryan said it was no adverse reaction. The adverse reaction was in them money. It's in them dollar sales, huh? Yo, Chips, what's good, bro? They made a mistake. Absolutely, sick. Absolutely. A costly mistake. You out here closing down studios that could benefit the PlayStation gamer, but using that money to fund PC ports that they're not even buying. And then people have the audacity to try to gaslight people. PlayStation doesn't want that money. They made $2.4 billion from $2.4 billion from PC after all them years and all them games or whatever they said in that year or whatnot. All them games releasing, you made 2 billion. What is games that's doing that in one that's on PlayStation? Spider-Man, God of War, 11 million copies sold just on the PlayStation. How much money do you think that is generating? Not talking profit, I'm talking about generation. I'm talking about revenue. I know there's a dumbass in the chat, well, that's not profit. No shit, Sherlock. Pure craziness, man. At the end of the day, PC gamers, we don't care if you're upset. Save that shit for somebody else. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all have PlayStation 5s anyway. We don't give a fuck. PlayStation don't give a fuck. Why will PlayStation care about how you feel? You don't buy the games, don't play the games anyway. Huh? Even when it comes to the review codes that people get in the industry, you're not getting no PC version. PlayStation said, fuck you. We don't need you. We don't want you. There's one thing, like I said, PlayStation needs to do. You know, and I think this is the real uphill battle. But I feel if you want to have that equilibrium, since you're going to continue to put your games, your live service games on PC, that requirement needs to go with PlayStation Plus Online. That is the last big hurdle. PlayStation. Herman hosts, anybody from PlayStation you listen to me carefully. Open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion. Listen to me carefully. You need to do it. Okay? You need to do it. All right? Thank you. You know what I mean? If you're not going to cancel that requirement, pack the PC live service games up as well. Pack them up. Huh? If they want to play Marvel Tokon, guess what they're going to do? The fighting game people, that's one thing with the fighting game people. Yeah, they'll probably complain, but guess what? They'll buy that PlayStation to play that Marvel Tokon if they want to play it. We don't care about people that don't want to sign up for PSN accounts. We don't care about them. They don't benefit you anyway. They probably not even buying your game. Huh? That's the reason why they don't want to put a PSN account on a game that they supposedly got. Pack them up. Pack them up. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. Yo, listen, I know the PC gamers, they're going to have a lot of content this week. I don't give two shits. Fuck you. And if you're upset, show me that PC account that you bought and played these PlayStation games on PC. Huh? Other than that, fuck you. Huh? You can buck your toe on a rock. I don't give two shits. Fuck you. You're not needed here. You're not wanted here. We good over here on the PlayStation side, baby. We good. We about to play that Sorrows. They was excited for that Sorrows, ain't it? I don't need to buy a PlayStation. I'm just gonna wait for Sorrows to come on a PC. If I really wanted to buy a PlayStation, I will buy one. Huh? What's my man name? Death Singer on Mooch Podcast. You see, Barry, I don't need to buy a PlayStation because PlayStation will put their games on PC. I can wait the year. I can wait the year. Yeah, wait that year now. Wait that year now, brother. Huh? Don't hold your breath, though. Don't hold your breath, though. Wait that year. Yo, shout out to my man David, man, for the 49 months being a Soldier First Class member. Not to get off topic, but Legends mode is next week. Exactly. Legends is next week. That's how you know this report is really true. Because Legends come out next week, right? And Ghost of Tsushima, when they launched the PC version, they also had Legends there and it was talking about it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure if Ghost of Yote was going to PC, they'd have probably announced that joint around this time or whatnot, or when Legends come out, that it's going to PC. You know what I mean? But they're not even, there's no inkling of it going to PC. We don't need them anyway. Ghost of Tsushima Legends was on PC. They didn't want to play it there anyway. A great multiplayer mode, they didn't want to play that. They didn't want to sign up for no free PSN account. They wanted to play GTA 5 online. You know, when their Rockstar account. They wanted to go into their Ubisoft account and play Assassin's Creed games. Huh? That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to go into their EA account to play Battlefield. But a PSN account? Oh no, we're not doing that. We're gonna stand on business, PlayStation. Okay. Keep standing on business. Let them cancel them live service games too. Fuck you. We don't need you. We don't want you. You know what I'm saying? The PlayStation game, we turn off that crossplay anyway. We got trash PC gamers. Y'all are trash, garbage. I'm giving them some content today. Trash, garbage. Prove it to me. Show me. Huh? Prove me wrong. Garbage ass gamer. Have all this shit to say about PlayStation overplay their games. Sit your ass down, scrub, bum. Now I'm on one. The guru of Giddy Up is back, baby.
Why when I tried to go live, my internet started fucking up, man? My TV didn't.
Hey, Jack, I had the same issue, right? That's even now. I don't know what the hell going on, man. These internet companies, they taking all my monies. But if I go and do a live stream, I'm getting hiccups. I don't know what the hell going on, Jack. Shit crazy. Pack them up, PlayStation, pack them up. Rumor, Nino Bari. Nah, man, yo, they getting on my nerves, man. I've been chill, I've been calm, but it's too much hypocrisy that I see in the gaming community. And some of these people, they have voices, bro. They have voices. A lot of people listen to these people, but they don't know that these people are very inexperienced when it comes to these games, when it comes to these platforms. They don't play on PlayStation. They don't even like PlayStation, but they're trying to dictate to the PlayStation gamer what PlayStation should be doing or what you should be doing or saying. No, fuck you. You're not needed here. You had 6 years to show PlayStation that, yeah, they needed PC. Obviously, they don't need PC. And when I point these things out, they said I'm toxic. I'm the fan. No, I'm telling you what PlayStation is telling you or what they're not telling you. I kept telling people they don't report their PC numbers. It's not good enough. Huh? You got people telling you to sell your PlayStation because you're being critical about PlayStation. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers not even playing the PlayStation games. Why don't you sell your PlayStation? You don't like PlayStation games. Why do you have one? Bandwagon. That's here to destroy and disrupt the PlayStation nation. Yeah, they're trying to silence us. Exactly, Jack. They don't participate in wrap-ups, gaming events, you know, stuff like that for gamers to like, hey man, look what I did this year. They don't want to buy a game. A game costs $40. I don't know. I'm seeing no disrespect to Reanimal. Reanimal, it might be a great game. Reanimal costs the same price as God of War Sons of Sparta. But guess what game people was complaining about the price? A game that you can play 20-something plus hours compared to another game that you can platinum in like 4 hours, from what I'm seeing and hearing. Huh? This is what we gotta listen to. This is the bulk and the populace of the gaming community and industry. What we gotta listen to. Huh? This shit is crazy. And then you're trying to dictate to people about PlayStation that put thousands of hours a year into this motherfucker. Telling that we can't say or we can't speak on it. What the fuck going on? Huh? This is crazy. At the end of the day, we don't give a fuck. Sit your ass down. This is great news. Everybody on the PlayStation side that loves PlayStation consoles, you should be celebrating. Because you know what? This is more money actually staying within that PlayStation console. They're not going to take money that they earn from PlayStation to fund a PC port to games that people are not even trying to buy. Some of the best games in the industry, and they don't want to buy it because they got to wait a year. Even though the same people telling you that they should launch a day and date are the same people saying that they don't have no issue waiting because they don't want to buy a PlayStation 5. The hell is going on? Huh? People tell me in my face they don't have no issue waiting. I'm not buying no PlayStation 5. I'm not buying no PlayStation 5 Pro. I would just wait it out. When in doubt, wait it out. The games is coming to PC anyway. It's a multi-plat. Now they upset. You know what I'm saying? Wait it out. If you think Sony bluffing, wait it out. Also, they say the games are trash. Yeah, the games are trash. Story player, third person perspective view. Guess what everybody playing Resident Evil in? I guess it's only a PlayStation thing. You know, I guess. Motherfuckers having debates out here on the timeline talking about which perspective you should be playing at. And majority of people say third person. But then they had the audacity to be like, oh, PlayStation, another third person view game. Sit your ass down, please. What do you think you're going to play The Witcher 4 in? Huh? What do you think you're going to play GTA in? Huh? Oh my God, I can't wait to play Crimson Desert. What perspective you think you're going to play that in? Sit your ass down. I'm sick and tired of y'all in this gaming community. I'm getting sick and tired of y'all. Okay? Y'all might get the old Bari back. I might start kicking shins for real. You know what I mean? I haven't really attacked people in a minute, but some of the shit that's be annoying. You do not speak for no PlayStation gamer. You do not speak for no PlayStation gamer. Your credentials are not high enough. Your application has been denied. Your resume is not sufficient enough to be speaking for the PlayStation gamer. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. Huh? Great games. Motherfuckers is putting 2 hours in these games. And they got the most to say. You put 2 hours in great games like God of War, Ghost of Yote, whatever game it is that is just praised by a lot of people. You got more hours on podcasts, on tweets, talking about the games than playing it. You do not speak for PlayStation or the PlayStation gamer. Denied. Access denied. If I catch your ass, you're getting cooked. That's how I feel right now. If I catch your ass, you're getting cooked. If I see people on Twitter and I know you're not playing no PlayStation game like that, I am cooking you. Straight like that. You are done now. The PlayStation gamers is going to be speaking for PlayStation now. And shout out to PlayStation for actually listening to the real people that actually is making you money, that's actually buying your games, that's actually playing your games, that's actually completing your games. Huh? You need to listen to us more. Exclusives are not antiquated. Motherfuckers was repeating that joint that Sarah Bond was saying. She don't even work for the company no more. They was repeating exclusives is antiquated. But on Asha Sharma's tweet, hey, can you bring our exclusives back? The fuck going on here? Huh? Yo, Kung Lao, what's good, man? The hell is going on here? PlayStation, why would you cancel games on PC? Hey, Asha, can you bring our exclusives back? We want that old thing back. Sit your ass down. Access denied. You know what I mean? Or the dude is sitting he's standing at the door, and whatever you say, you come in. That's how we need to do it out here. Gatekeep these motherfuckers. I am pro gatekeeping in a gaming space. Hack them up. It's too many inexperienced people out here that is speaking and trying to represent people like the gaming politician for real. Pack them up. PlayStation Nation, PlayStation gamers, pack them up. They are not needed and want to hear. We don't want to hear from you. Thank you. But only on PlayStation is bad, baby. Listen, I need Soros. Let's put that nice little tagline on there. Wolverine, put that nice little tagline in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, at the end of the day, you got to have that prestige, man. That's one thing about Nintendo. I don't agree with a lot of things in Nintendo, but Nintendo got that prestige. You know? When you start putting your shit everywhere, you lose that prestige. You lose that essence, man. That's just a fact. And I'm not against multi-platform stuff. There's many companies that do multi-platform games. Why are you trying to force PlayStation, a platform console creator, into multi-platform games when they clearly tell you on their financial reports they don't need to be multi-platform? They don't need it. They tell you every single, especially this generation, they have been telling you every single year, every single quarter, they don't need you. They don't need to beat it. There's extra money here, but they don't need it. They don't report it. As somebody that's an accountant, I've been an accountant for over 15 years. I can tell you that when people omit things, it's not sufficient enough. It's so minuscule. That's well, if you're not playing on the console, I don't want to hear your shit. You don't know what I'm talking about. And I've been saying that for the longest. Jack Move been saying that for the longest. Oh, here we go again. Yo, I don't know what the hell going on. Yo, Caleb Kaiser was good, man. Yo, South Star was good, man. Hey, see, I don't lose connection to the chat. I don't lose connection to the chat. That's a thing that's happening. Everything else is working. Everything else is working, bro. Everything else is working, bro. This is Jack Move video.
Going on.
There's no buff. I'm confused, bro. I'm confused because everything else is working here, but my stream is buffering. I'm super confused. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super confused with that. I don't know. I don't know, man. But anyway, that's my take. I'm very happy to see this news that PlayStation is focusing on the console when it comes to their single player games, and that money that they generate from their single player games in the store, more of that will go back into the console and to these studios, not PC ports, not PlayStation productions. Huh? I personally believe that some of these studios could have been saved if money was fully being allocated back into the console side of things, into these studios. Really and truly. Not saying that they wouldn't have any issues, because the live service push was such a failure, but I don't think we'll see such the level and scale of like, so much studios closing now, so much cancellations, if that money was still there. Now that you have your hands in so many different pots, that money got to be divided in multiple aspects. It's not just being allocated or put here in this one pot. Now you got this pot. Now you got this pot. Canceling these games off of the PC eliminates a certain pot. Now money goes into this pot and the PlayStation productions, which I don't think you should go there either. Huh? Does that make any sense? Open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion. Let's talk about this God of War, man. So there's a rumor going around that a new God of War game is being made by Cory Barlog. Is it Barlog? I said Balrog, like he's a fighter. So at first, WCCF Tech was reporting that it looks like the secret is finally out the bag. Cory Barlog's new IP, previously rumored to be a sci-fi theme, is actually an expansion of the existing God of War universe, a new franchise. So Nate the Hate is very popular insider. He's stating here that here's what I've heard. Yes, the game is set within the God of War universe, and the lead character will be Faye. Faye, if you don't know, if you haven't paid attention, is the son of Loki's Kratos' wife in the Norse mythology. Loki, Faye is pretty much, a well-known giant. LaFaye is what her name is. She is like the giant of like deception. You know what I mean? That's where really Loki got all of that deception and trickery and all that from. From what I remember from Norse. I could be wrong. Somebody could correct me, but I feel like that's what I remembered. Gameplay is set to be different from the Norse God of War games, with more action focus, more of a focus on action. Current plan revealed this year, released the first half of 2027, barring any delays. Yo, so that's crazy. So according to this rumor here, the game is supposed to be revealed this year. So probably the next state of play, which I think is going to be like June 3rd or June 4th, right before Summer Games Fest. And or it could be, around the Game Awards. But I'm gonna lean towards Summer Game Fest. And to release the first half of 2027. So that's kind of crazy. When I saw this, I got excited for this game because, one, I do love the God of War universe. Two, I feel like, yeah, you can add on more story, to that lore, to the Norse world. And Faye is such a secretive character. She has so much mystery with Faye. We got a little sequence with her with, Kratos going back into memory and how he's chopping on his tree and she putting her hand paint on the tree and all that stuff, which was cool. But there's so much other aspects about this character that I personally want to see and how she really got down, because from the lore, we know that she fought against Odin when Odin was pretty much destroying all the giants. And she had a one-on-one fight with Thor that created a whole crater in that first part that we was in Ragnarok. You know what I mean? So I think that would be cool. As a matter of fact, she fought against Kratos too. She fought Kratos too, I think, when they first met up. You know what I mean? So Faye, in my opinion, she's sounding like a badass. Is it buffering again? Starting to get pissed, y'all. I don't normally get pissed, so I'm lying. But I'm starting to get pissed. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. You don't need confirmation. Just look how the story was told in 2018 and Ragnarok 90-day difference. But like I feel like, yeah, we kind of do would like confirmation, see what Sony Santa Monica is doing. Do you have stats doc visible in OBS? No. The only thing I have visible is like if frames drop, how long I've been streaming for, my CPU and my frame rate stuff there. But like I said, I listen, bro. Like I said, everything else, everything else is working. Everything else is working. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Maybe I have to do something on my PC side. I don't know. But in my opinion, I feel like this game is going to be dope. Yo, Audacity. Yo, Mars, what up, man? I feel like this game will be dope right here. Like I said, I would love to see how Faye plays out. All those battles that she did, how that stuff play out. I would love to interact and do those things as well. And you know, pretty much what led up to everything with her. You know, I would love to see that. And like that stuff is cool in my opinion because it just adds more story to the game. Actually, we know the story, but we get to see it and experience it. But they're saying that this is going to be more action focused. So when I see that, I feel like it's not going to be as grounded as the God of War stuff, the God of War 2018. God of War 2018 and Ragnarok was action games, but it was more on a grounded level. It wasn't like a Bayonetta or Devil May Cry type action game. You know what I mean? But when I see a statement like that, I'm thinking it's probably going to be more of like a Bayonetta, Devil May Cry type action. You know what I mean? Where it's going to be more loose as far as what you can do in the air, the ground, and stuff like that. Not saying that God of War combat is great, but it's not as, it's more grounded. You know what I mean? But yeah, I see a lot of people giving this stuff hate, this rumor hate, as far as, oh, we have to play as another female lead or women ones with Kratos. If they adding on more story, most likely you probably gonna even play as like Freya. If Freya was another character that it was doing a game with, and they had a Freya game, would people have an issue with that? You know what I'm saying? If they was doing another game, you probably had to play as Atreus. People was having issues with the Atreus section in Ragnarok, which I thought was cool. The combat was cool in that part. You know what I mean? Or you play as Faye. You know? But yeah, I don't understand this vitriol, this hate when it comes to having a woman lead in a game. You know what I mean? If a game is good, it's good. Not saying that every game with a woman lead is good, but I just don't see like that is a turn off point why you wouldn't want to play a game. You know what I mean? Especially when there's context to the story that you can add on to the story. But yeah, I'm super excited for it. Hopefully it's true. And like I said, I'll get shown soon at a State of Play or at Summer Games Fest. You know? Speaking of Summer Games Fest, y'all, I will be at Summer Games Fest this year. It will be my first appearance at Summer Games Fest. We are buffering again. Yo, this junk crazy. Is it when I'm switching? Holy shit. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. What I really want to do, I want to call these people up. But yeah, I will be I don't know if y'all heard that. I will be at Summer Games Fest this year, you know, in June. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I won't be at PAX East this year. March is just too crazy anyway. and I got a lot of things planned that I want to do in March. But really and truly, I thought that PAX was going to be in May again. And I was like, that was my mindset going into 2026. It's like, oh, I'll be going to PAX in like May. And then when like I think Persona, when he brought it up, I was like, no, he said PAX is in March this year. I was like, is it March? I was like, oh shit, it is in March. But yeah, PAX this year. I don't think PAX is going to be too hyped this year anyway. But I'm going to be skipping PAX this year and be on Summer Games Fest this year. So waiting for them tickets to go on sale. And I mean, hopefully get into that. But everything else is good to go. Everything else is good to go. You know what I mean? He said Whoops is back. Summer Games said, listen, you might get a little reunion. What's that? You might get a little reunion, man. You might get a little reunion, man. But yo, I'm having internet issues, y'all. I'm gonna stop the show right here. You know, I'm not gonna continue anymore because I don't want this joint keep on, you know, issuing up. But I just want to update y'all. Y'all, like I said, I appreciate everyone coming through and checking out you know, the latest videos. I apologize to anybody I forgot to upload or forgot to do my episode number 2 for Returnal. So I'm going to record that very, very soon so I can upload that because I forgot to do it all in February. I took off last week, and that was one of my goals, was to do and sit down and record some of that Returnal stuff for the waiting room series. And I forgot to do that stuff. I was, you know, when you plan out something to do, like last week, I planned out to do nothing. I worked my butt off. I set certain things up so I could just like chill, you know, do some little in-house decoration here and there, change some stuff up in the house and just chill and just enjoy, like, you know, mental break, just a relaxing, stay home vacation type ordeal. And it didn't even turn out like that, bro. I was outside more than I was inside, to be honest with you. When Resident Evil and when Tales of Berseria came out, that's when I was really like, all right, now I'm inside because now my game's out here. But yeah, I was all over the place, man. And I'm like, damn, it didn't even pan out how I wanted to pan out, man. Well, that's all good though, man. But I will be uploading episode 2 for Returnal, Sorrow's Waiting Room. And I have more stuff planned for, you know, March as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to announce that real quick for y'all. Yo, Wolf, yo, big shout out to my man Wolf too, man. Yo, Wolf, he got his partnership on YouTube, man. So if you're not subscribed to Wolf Gang Mishima, definitely subscribe to my man Wolf Gang Mishima, man. Wolf got his partnership. So now when Wolf does his streams, now you can join his channel, or you can super chat. You can super chat. Let me check out a video real quick, Wolf. Let me see if you have like the what it called is like the applause. But here's Wolf's channel right here. Make sure y'all subscribe up, man. Oh. There's Wolfgang Mishima's channel. Make sure y'all subscribe up. Yo, one channel I want to see hit partnership as well is my bros over there at Plus on Block. I want to see, you know, them hit their partnership as well. I want to see them hit their partnership as well. But yo, definitely subscribe to Wolfgang. He does a lot of streaming, a lot of top quality videos. You know, with his video production. And yeah, I think you're gonna have a good time over there at Wolfgang Mishima's channel. I think he's branching off too to other things like Apple talks and movie talks and stuff like that. And also Plus on Block. If you're not subscribed to Plus on Block, subscribe to Plus Unblocked. This is a fighting game channel. You know, anybody looking to get into fighting games, you know, Marvel Tokon is coming up. These guys will definitely be playing a lot of Marvel Tokon. You know, definitely subscribe to Plus Unblocked channel as they're trying to hit their goal. I think all they need to do is hit 500 subscribers and they will, they could get their partnership on YouTube. Yo, DC, what's good, man? He said, don't watch any of his Resident Evil content. He's not the best out there. Yo, Wolf the best out there when it comes to Resident Evil. Wolf platinum that junk quick. Yo, I listen, I was no life in Resident Evil, bro. I was no life in that game. But honestly, I was scared, yo. I was scared, bro. Resident Evil, I was scared. Yo, that game had me terrified, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Now that I could beat it, you know what I mean? Now that I platinum it, you know, you can speak with a little swagger, but not going. That game right there, my second playthrough, I was scared. I was scared as hell, man. You know, even with my second playthrough and I know what's coming, I was like, damn, man, this sequence right here is scary. And I messed up. You know what I mean? I messed up because I beat the game 3 times. So I beat the game the first time. Then I did a speed run joint. And then I did like a minimalist where you can't use like any healing and then you can't use the blood stuff. So what I did before I did my insanity run, I was like, oh, let me buy the cool guns. You know what I mean? So I bought the big pistol. I bought this other little pistol. You know what I mean? I was buying the Mortal Edge, which, you know, you can end up leveling up your regular hatchet to a much stronger hatchet than the Mortal Edge. So, you know, after I beat everything, right? And I beat Insanity, I was like, okay. You know, once I beat Insanity, I was like, all right, I got the platinum pretty much done. I did everything. So there's a website on PlayStation. I'm pretty sure y'all know this website. It's called Power Pricks. And this guy, he always have like a walkthrough plan of how to do these stuff. And I was like, oh, damn, if I would have did the infinite ammo, if I would have did the rocket launcher, I would have had a breeze doing the whole insanity run. But I had the cool guns though. I had the cool guns. You know what I mean? So I had the pistol. I was popping these dudes right there. I was like, pop. You know what I mean? But I had the infinite ammo because I didn't unlock it. You know, I was spending my bread on the guns. I spent my bread on the concept arts and the models. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, let me see this shit. It's cool. You know? But I was like, oh, this dude had the whole plan out. You know what I mean? I could have bought infinite ammo probably on my 3rd playthrough and just breezed through that joint. But it is what it is. Yo, at the end of the day, I highly recommend you play that game on Insanity without that stuff on. Yo, listen, bro. Resident Evil 9 is not a hard platinum if you play it a certain way, right? But if you play in that Insanity mode without them shits turned on, woo! It took me much faster to beat the game than my original playthrough, but it took me 10 hours to beat Insanity because, yo, bro, there was certain stuff they was adding in there and I was dying. I was like, oh, they added enemies here? Yo, I don't know how far y'all at in Resident Evil, but I'll say that I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'll say this part. On Insanity, there's these enemies. Well, in the regular game, at the end of the game, there's the enemies where they have the guns and they shoot. But Insanity, they put those dudes in more sections, bro. And I was just like, yo, I was getting bucked. I was like, oh, they put these dudes in here, bro. And you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, man, I'm trying to focus and get the headshot on there. And they shooting mad quick now. I'm like, oh, they shooting faster too. And it hurts on Insanity, bro. So there's stuff I did in that. I was just like, nah, I'm just avoiding these dudes, bro. I'm just avoiding them, bro. Like, you know, if I could just pop them one time and just keep it moving, that's what I would do, bro. That's what I would do. Insanity. there's certain parts in Insanity, especially to the end, that you have to fight certain things. But one thing I did in Insanity that I didn't do on my other playthroughs was there's an end part where there's a liquor, and the liquor, he's locked into this little cell thing, and you know, these other enemies, they come in, these soldier enemies, they come in. But there's a trick you could do where you can break the liquor, the little casing that the liquor is in, and have the liquor attack them, and you know, they fighting each other and all that stuff. So I had to do that, bruh. I had to do that, bruh. Yeah, the BSSA, not the BSSA soldiers, like some other soldiers. The crew that Hunk is a part of. The crew that Hunk is a part of. I forgot the name of that crew. The BSSA it's another crew. But in that lab, bad to say, in that lab. But now I could go through it. Listen, now what I'm gonna do Insanity. I'm gonna have the rocket launcher, infinite rocket launcher. I'm gonna have the infinite Requiem. Oh, I'm gonna have some fun now. I'm gonna have some fun with it now, bro. I did everything I needed to do. I'm gonna have some fun with it now. You know what I mean? But yeah, if you haven't played Requiem, definitely go and play it. Very, very fun game. I love this game to death, man. I love it to death. You know what I mean? It's up there for me with 4. That's one thing, like I keep saying, growing up, I wasn't the biggest Resident Evil fan. But when these remakes start coming out, I really started becoming like a fan with 5. And I know people looked at 5 was like, oh, that's actiony. But I had a lot of fun playing 5. I was playing with my best friend Marvin. You know, he passed away. And I enjoyed 5. I didn't play 6. I didn't play 6, and I didn't play 7. But the remakes I played, I didn't play the other off games too, like Code Veronica and what else. But if they do remake those, I will play those. I will play those. Oh yeah. I know there's infinite rocket launcher, but now that I have it unlocked, you know, before I didn't have enough CP points to get the rocket launcher for my infinite play. You know what I mean? Or I didn't have enough for the infinite ammo either. You know what I mean? I was out here buying the cool guns. I was like, yo, oh, this gun look cool. Let me use this. Oh, word? The Matilda? Let me get this real quick. You know what I mean? Oh, and there's also like a puzzle that I want to solve as well. I think you get like 2,000 more points. No, 20,000 more points if you solve it. You know? Because I did the severed hand, and you took it to the lab, and when you solve the puzzle, they said, oh, let's play, and there's like a little code that pops up. I did that part. But there's another part that I saw that you need to do when it comes to these zombies, and you got to drop them into the blood. I didn't do that. So we're gonna have to play through it again and get through that stuff. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Sorry for any technical issues that I had, you know, where it's skipping up on there. But I got my points across, hopefully, when it came to the PC side. And I think the God of War Room of the Game with Faye, I think that's going to be real cool. I was going to talk about High Guard shutting down, but I'm a little upset, not going to lie. And I want to call these people. But yeah, anyways, I appreciate y'all. If you subscribe to the channel, hopefully y'all enjoy y'all stay. Y'all see we got a goal, man. We almost there, y'all. We almost there to the goal. So definitely subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And I appreciate y'all checking on the content, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Boy JAYBARI, I'm gone. Only on PlayStation, baby.